game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time.
The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Wants to fire on second down. The throw. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Finds his big tight end, and the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They just keep firing. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course, he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Got him downfield. He's loose. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Falcons are in the hurry-up.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air along timing.
Turning it on. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wants to throw on third. Grabbed behind the line. It's Latham. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Got a man. It's Latham. Jumped on top of the pile. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Falcons trying to cash it in on first and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Falcons! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the...
There he goes! Touchdown, Navy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Roberson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Air Force.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Look out, he's got room. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Kent. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, midshipman. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. He's got an open man. Puts him in the spin cycle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
Hey, Torn.
That explosive play.
I don't know. Florida Gators would beat Ohio State next year. I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't looked at the college rosters yet. What do you think?
They They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hodges. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Horvat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the 1st down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. Turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun 1st half between these rivals.
Navy will kick it deep to get the 2nd half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell, just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Makes the grab. It's Roberson. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
35, Navy 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hodges. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. DB's right up on the receivers. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Run it with the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. He wants to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keeping those stats.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Falcons have their offense in high gear. Sticks it in his belly. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on third and goal. Big fullback's got it. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Horvath. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw again. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Navy! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play.
Hey, welcome back, bro.
It's pretty much over.
I don't know if you heard what my answer was or not, but yeah, I haven't looked at the roster for either one of them, so I'm not sure. Whose home did they play at, and what do you think?
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Horvat. Unloads it left. This time on target. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
The clock is stopped. No gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, at home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UNLV Rebels offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
On the run, it's Thomas. Nice move there. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Calandria. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Air Force's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. The give to the big fullback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
3rd down.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Huge loss on the play.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
For the offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Clinton. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Latham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Falcons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After run, now throw. Gets open down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. Up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, UNLV.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gums. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. To throw, it's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, UNLV. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Falcons want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Air Force! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Calandria. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Inside the 40. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Catch in the middle, it's Roberson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the fullback. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. The give to the fullback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know, down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th.
Set to kick this one off.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Rebels offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Caught near the sticks, it's Gums. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
Brings up 2nd down.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Gain of 2. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Give to the big fullback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Roberson. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Down 2nd and goal.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pressure coming. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Calandria. Here's the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season.
All right, just heads up, y'all. We're gonna do one more game and take a break for a little bit. Probably eat some dinner. So appreciate y'all stopping in and checking it out.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Falcons will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Wyoming's offense takes the field to start this game off. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense. An elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they are. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Anderson will throw. Got a man, it's Durr. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
By the receiver.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
7-yard line. And
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Durr. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Scott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cowboys will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Falcons offense has its first opportunity of the day. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Ball down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Past the first down marker and still running. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Roberson. Tackled there by the defense. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's long. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. So 1st down here as they go back to work. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Using his legs, it's Latham. Steamrolls his way ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
1st down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Falcons. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
By the receiver.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
For the offense.
Anderson wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Scott. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down.
Second down.
On the run, it's Scott. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat about it. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Got it behind the line. It's Roberson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take off. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Anderson. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs.
The Cowboys will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions, beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The Falcons will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and trying to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Anderson will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner is stopped. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's in open space downfield. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Falcons in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Now they're going to throw it. He put a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it at the 30. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Hand off to the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Anderson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires on the move. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Plows through the defense. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play. And
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship.